Welcome back, Deadites and Ghost Beaters. If you're new to the channel, I am Oldhead Gaming, and of course I've already done quite a few videos this month kind of warning you not to expect any kind of update or content in March of 23, and it looks like based on what we heard yesterday on their Discord, that's probably accurate. But of course I've been kind of touting the fact that we should see next updates probably end of April, to coincide with our first brand new Evil Dead movie in the theaters in the first time in about a decade. Evil Dead 2013 dropped April 5th, the day before my birthday of 2013. And now, of course, we're going to get Evil Dead Rise in the theaters on April 21st, so a couple weeks later, so about a decade. And we also know that Saber is notorious for doing pretty good updates to their live service games, with an example like World War Z, where they usually do pretty solid free updates, drop some content, make people happy on that anniversary of thank you for playing my game for a year. And as I've said before, we kind of should expect those two updates. And yesterday on their Discord, they dropped this kind of tease. So yesterday, they were on their server, they kind of started off with, what's going on? And then people were asking, like, can someone tell me anything? Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Are we getting a date on something? Well, they did nothing but drop this Winston gift. If you've seen the New Girl, they dropped this Winston gift right when he was about to do his classic Winston CC mess arounds, where he just kind of dropping that sly smile and it's soon. And that kind of lines up. Today's the 22nd. I wouldn't expect to hear anything this week. So we know how Saber rolls. They don't drop information on the weekends. I don't expect to hear anything tomorrow or Friday, so that kind of crushes this week out. So maybe something the 27th or the 31st, but I think realistically, I think probably the next week when we're starting to get that information feed, that week of the 3rd through the 7th. Now, my guess is they probably will drop the chapter right before Evil Dead Rise comes out on the 20th. If they do want to take advantage and try to get some of that hype, they can always go sooner, and that would probably start the information next week, the 27th through the 31st. But the question is, what are we going to get? Is it going to be a tiny update? Are we going to get that Evil Dead Rise update, which I just keep hearing is coming? And, you know, I could be wrong, but I kind of have a feeling in my bones, especially with the fact they're now starting that little bit of a tease, kind of get ready for April. We want them to really drop it. I know a lot of people be like, I don't want Evil Dead Rise characters. I haven't even seen the movie yet. I want characters like, you know, Jake from Evil Dead 2 or Chet from Ash vs. Evil Dead. Or maybe even an actual demon. Oh my god, an actual demon added to the game. Well, they can do that with Evil Dead Rise. Ellie is clearly the demon and the focus of the 3rd book. They still have Ball somewhere waiting in the wings. My guess is probably more for the anniversary update. They still have Abomination probably waiting in the wings. Also could be anniversary update. And there's a lot of stuff they can do over the next few weeks. Now, my guess is March will get nothing. And I'm standing on that. I've been saying that pretty much since the launch of the Immortal Power Bundle and the Ash vs. Evil Dead update. And my guess is that's pretty much accurate. I haven't heard anything that they're going to move forward with something this month. So April seems to be the way to expect. And of course, they're not going to ignore the anniversary. So it probably makes sense to do a drop on the 20th and then to do the drop right around the anniversary. It gets us that 3-week window. All of February after the Ash vs. Evil Dead update, all of March and a good chunk of April as non-content times makes a lot of sense if you're going to do two kind of that close together. Now, again, if we are getting two updates that close together, expect another long drought. So be prepared for like this quick burst of content and then a barren wasteland, because that's how Saber does it. And yes, I get it. It's totally infuriating, especially with the fact that we don't have anything that we can even kind of tease ourselves with in the interim. Like, there's no store where we could be like, hey, I know we ain't getting a new character, but they dropped this really awesome AOD skin that I want to get. Or they dropped this really awesome Amanda skin, so I can have an Amanda skin, you know, like something new. And they're really bad at this weekly, bi-weekly, monthly drop system. Hell, we don't usually even get an update to the game unless something is horrifically broken. And that is exactly what happened. We haven't seen an update to the game, except for the fact that the leaders were so horrifically broken, and so was Elagos, they had to do something about it ASAP to make the game remotely playable. I don't know if you were hoping for more than that. I'm the bearer of bad news, but at least they have confirmed something is coming soon. And by coming soon, I would bet dollars to donuts that means April. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Are you expecting an update in April? Are you expecting to be Evil Dead Rise? Or do you think I'm barking up the wrong tree and Old Head's got his head up his keister? Let me know in the comments. I always want to hear your thoughts. As always, thanks for watching, and later, mates.